Hello, it's Susan Duclos with All News Pipeline. It's May 13th, 2017, and 99 countries are hit by 75,000 hits using NSA superweapon dubbed the atom bomb of malware, stolen by mysterious hacking collective called the Shadow Brokers. We are seeing a mess here. Hackers have hit dozens of countries on Friday. They exploited the stolen tool that is used by the U.S. National Security Agency. Cyber hit. Now you notice I'm using the word hit instead of what they're putting. That's because YouTube is demonetizing anything that says, this word here. Let's take a look. Right. So, we're having a hard time even being able to say what we need to say. And why won't that go away? There we go. Okay. So, the cyber hit rapidly spread in infected computers across the globe. Hackers are believed to have exploited the NSA tool, which was stolen and released to the world by a group known as the Shadow Brokers last month. British hospitals, Russian government, German railways. It's a mess out there. In fact, let me see if Drudge still has that same headline because it's pretty accurate. Here we go. The day the Earth was hacked, and chaos is everywhere. Up on his left side of the page on top, biggest ransomware outbreak ever. At least 99 countries hit. Could cost lives is one of the key quotes there. NSA cyber weapon. Hospitals crippled. Telecoms snarled. German train chaos. Russian government hit. FedEx. Yes, now FedEx says they've been hit as well. And the speed and the scale startles experts. So let's take a look at the live map here. I started it about an hour ago, and when you see the amount that is still happening, you'll see that this is an ongoing hit, we'll call it. This is the site intel.malwaretech.com, and I connected to their live map. I did this, like I said, about an hour ago, and there's only a couple dots because it puts the little dots up as they happen. So this is what has just occurred in the last hour. If you look in the green are the, I think they call it the WannaCry, and the zero access is the orange. The pink is Necros. These are what they're naming the attacks. The WannaCry ones, the green ones, are the ones China, Russia, United States, but the United States is being hit less. Maybe that's because we created it, so we have a little more blocking power. But this is a mess. This is a mess, and it's ongoing. It hasn't stopped. So now we see today. Let's go to the news today that I just saw too. We're at the Washington Free Beacon, and yesterday, President Trump orders preparation for electric grid cyber attacks. Policy upgrade comes as threat to infrastructure increases. President Trump ordered the federal government to prepare for a devastating cyber, I'm going to say hit again, against America's electric grid amid growing fears foreign states are set to carry out hits aimed at plunging the nation into darkness. He signed the order on Thursday. It directed key federal agencies to access preparations for prolonged power outages resulting from cyber hits designed to disrupt our power grid. Now, I don't know how many years we have highlighted reports showing that our infrastructure is vulnerable on a wide spectrum of areas. So this may be a little too late. I mean, I'm not blaming him. At least he's ordering, an assessment of the danger. is being ordered to be carried out by the Energy Department, Homeland Security, DNI, and state and local governments to examine the readiness of the United States to manage a shutdown of the power grid. The assessment will also identify gaps and shortcomings in efforts that would be used to restore power. We have seen congressional testimony where experts have been begging for the money to make us a little less vulnerable. We've been seeing this for years. I've been writing since 2006 on my political blog, and I was talking about the potential for cyber warfare and pointing out these testimonies and these reports. And it's almost like they ordered the reports, they spent all this money on the reports, and they put them in a bottom drawer and just said, we'll worry about that another time. Well, take a look at the hits today, and you'll see how many governments are vulnerable. And since our grid is very vulnerable, and this has been testified to by multiple experts, I don't know. Well, at least something is going to be done finally. We'll see about that. But massive attacks. Let's go back over to the Daily Mail story for a minute. Okay. They say British hospitals, Russian government, German railways, big company like FedEx were among those affected when they were crippled by the ransomware. Supposedly that's where they take over computers and then they demand ransom in order for people to get them back. It rapidly spread across the globe, infected 75,000 computers in 99 countries. Meanwhile, hundreds of private users in Taiwan, sorry, were also struck by the malware, while IT systems at schools and universities in China were infected. Security experts say the malicious software behind the onslaught appeared to exploit a vulnerability in Microsoft Windows that was identified by the U.S. National Security Agency for its own intelligence gathering purposes. Now here's a quick. I say in Germany, railway ticket machines went down. UK, NHS, that's their National Health Service, brought to its knees. FedEx deliveries were disrupted in the US. In Spain, gas and telecom firms were affected. Russia, 1,000 government computers were hacked. China, schools and universities were infected. And in Taiwan, PC users struck by malware. This is ongoing. We don't know if it's going to get worse, but we'll try and keep you updated. We'll have something over on All News Pipeline at some point today about this. So I'll go ahead and put the live attack map in and this Daily Mail story in the description box. And please remember, help keep independent media alive. I'm also going to put the Patreon link. As I said, YouTube has been demonetizing almost anything. I mean, if you're not writing about puppy dogs or the Kardashians, I guarantee you they're demonetizing it. So if you can help, well, we appreciate it. And please share the video. That helps a lot too.